It is the second to last day of February, and we are back for the Friday edition of Litter Media Live. Today is February 27th, and I'm your host, Aaron Glandon. Apparently, I was lying to you yesterday when I said that Dan Ramey would be back with us today, because that's what I thought at the time, but that was not the case. He's doing another broadcast tonight. I'll tell you more about that later. So he's taking the morning off, which is well-deserved, because he's got to go to Athens, and he's been going to Athens. Let's jump right into the forecast for this morning. Some nice weather for Friday, sunny and warm with a high of 62. That'll continue on Saturday with a high of 61, although a chance of rain and snow before falling down to a high of 41 and increasing clouds on Sunday. That's a look at our forecast. When we come back next, we're going to take a look at news followed by sports, and then this date in history. So stay tuned for all of that right up ahead. But first, I want to tell you about your Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're your trusted comfort advisor. If you're in need of any of these services, just click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com, to learn more.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
For beneficial news that you can use, make sure you check out our website, littermedia.com. Some of the stories I'm going to share with you today haven't quite made it onto our website yet. So check back for an update on more details for those stories in about an hour or two from now. New statewide research shows overwhelming bipartisan support for Ohio's public libraries and township governments, with voters saying these services are essential to everyday life. The January 2026 survey of Ohio voters finds that libraries and townships rank among the most trusted and highest valued public services in the state. Ohio's 251 public library systems are free, welcoming hubs that support daily life at every stage. With some of the highest library usage rates in the nation, Ohio libraries log more than 48 million visits each year, and 7.4 million Ohioans hold library cards, underscoring their central role in communities across the state. If you're a part of our library system watching this today, thank you for all that you do. For nearly 60 years, Petland has helped American families welcome healthy, well-socialized puppies into their homes. Today, the company is highlighting a cornerstone of its mission: unprecedented transparency and direct collaboration with responsible, USDA-licensed breeders who are committed to raising behaviorally appropriate, healthy pets. Recently, Petland hosted its first ever Breeder Discovery Day at its Chillicothe headquarters. More than a dozen Ohio breeders gained valuable insight into the company's commitment to animal welfare, consumer expectations for AKC breed standards, and veterinary and health protocols, including a discussion on the importance of genetic testing for specific breeds. The group wrapped up its visit with a trip to Petland Chillicothe, where Chief Veterinary Director Dr. Rebecca Atwood examined new puppies, explaining what Petland requires in a healthy pet. The 2026-27 Ohio hunting and trapping season dates that begin this fall were proposed to the Ohio Wildlife Council on Wednesday, according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Wildlife. White-tailed deer, waterfowl, and small game hunting seasons were included in the proposals. A complete list of proposed rule changes for 2026-27 hunting and trapping seasons will be available at wildohio.gov on Monday, March 2nd. Comments for Division of Wildlife proposals are accepted online at wildohio.gov from Monday, March 2nd to Wednesday, April 1st. Check out littermedia.com for more info later today. Registration for Ohio Chillicothe spring semester community education workshops are coming soon, and for some, registration is wrapping up. Some courses being offered are Grounded, an Introduction to Meditation, How to Capture Everyday Life, a photography series, Coffee Pots and Flower Pots, a spring repotting experience, and many more. Go to ohio.edu/Chillicothe/community for more info and registration links to all those classes. That's a look at news today. Coming up next, we'll take a look at sports. So stay tuned for all that, which is coming up right ahead.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Now time for a look at sports, which of course takes us to the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. Last night in boys basketball Southeast District quarterfinals in the D7. Southern was a winner over Sydaville East 79-20, White Oak over St. Joseph Central 73-40. Portsmouth Notre Dame was a winner over Trimble 67-37, and Western beat Miller 76-55. South Webster was a winner over Glenwood, and Manchester beat Portsmouth Clay 64-51. Fairfield beat Federal Hacking 78-51, and South Gallia was a winner over Greene 85-79 in overtime. There's more games tonight, so if you want to find the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard, just go to littermedia.com and hover over Sports, and in the drop-down menu, just click on Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. 14 individuals will be enshrined in the Ohio High School Athletic Association Officials Hall of Fame, and 21 individuals will be honored as the OHSAA Official of the Year in their respective sport this summer. Chillicothe's Terri Tutt is among the 14 Hall of Fame inductees being honored for outstanding officiating careers and significant contributions to interscholastic officiating in Ohio. Tutt has served as a track and field official at the high school level for years, but has also been active on the national level, participating as chief clerk for 3 U.S. Olympic trials in Oregon, as well as clerk for the track and field competition, checking in on athletes. Back home, Tutt has served as an athletic director, commissioner of the Frontier Athletic Conference, and was a track athlete during her school days at Huntington High School. Also receiving state recognition, Kurt Stewart from Kingston selected Wrestling Official of the Year for 2025-26. Litter Media Radio is back at the Convo tonight in a third meeting between FAC foes Chillicothe and Jackson at 8 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon, Circleville and Logan Elm meet for a third time this season, this time for a D6 District Championship. Our Dan Ramey will have the call on littermedia.com for both of these games, and that's where you'll find the radio player, or you can scan it on the screen right now. Coverage will begin at 7:50 p.m. tonight and 2:50 p.m. on Saturday. The Cavs are in Detroit tonight to face the Pistons, and last night the Blue Jackets fell to the Boston Bruins 4-2. That's a look at sports. So when we come up next, we're going to talk about this date in history. Actually, no, that's not it for sports, because we have a Player of the Week. This week's Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union, is Marley Halcomb of the Adena Lady Warriors for her performance in their 51-38 win over Southeastern last week. Halcomb had 18 points in the contest, 10 of them coming in the final quarter of the game. She also had 6 rebounds and 5 assists on the night. Congratulations, Marley Halcomb, our Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Now, coming up next, we'll take a look at this date in history, followed by our national days. But first, I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more at litterpropane.com.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now for a look at this date in history, the educational portion of our show. And I only included this because I was shocked and flabbergasted and whatever you want to say when I read this morning. This happened in 2018. Barbra Streisand on this date in 2018 reveals that she has cloned her dog twice. Streisand notes that even though the dogs are identical, they have distinct personalities. So I guess she did this after her original dog passed away in 2017. She made 2 clones of the dog, which cost about $50,000 per pet. It's crazy to me what we can do nowadays. Also, February 27th, it is Kahlua Day, Polar Bear Day, Retro Day, Strawberry Day, and Skip the Straw Day. So if you're going to drink some iced coffee or water or something like that, don't use your straw. Skip the straw day. That's it for a look at our program today. Coming up next Monday, we'll have this same show for you. Dan Ramey will be back with us for that, I believe. Don't hold it against me if he's not, because as of right now, that's the information I know. For Dan Ramey and Not for Mike Smith because he's retired. I'm Aaron Glandon. Thanks for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.